I think I've gone on the journey that a lot of my peers have gone on. The first piece of this journey was, well, I hope our fraud software can catch it. And I think a lot of the world has gone on this journey with us, where you stop and then you say, well, this is a tool. This is a tool, like the calculator is a tool. I think that's probably the common thread I've heard. If you're, I've already had, typing in an email and I'm getting suggested next three sentences. But this is where we are. The tool exists. I am still going to suggest that there's no tool that's going to tell me your career goals. Now, that tool might help you articulate those career goals a little bit better, but those goals still have to be yours. There's no tool that's going to tell me the moment that made you feel alive or why it gave meaning to you. It may be that tool helps you frame your thoughts, put those pieces together in a way that's cohesive. If English is not your first language, and you're trying to organize your thoughts in a way that would give you the tools to succeed, it could very well be that this is a really useful tool to organize. But those core thoughts have to be yours. I think that's key here. And I don't think that we're going to move on that concept. But those core thoughts and ideas have to be yours. And then if you're going to use the tool, I hope that you use it well. I hope that maybe the thing you're demonstrating to me is your expertise in the use of the tool. Because we have seen already poorly framed and poorly worded things that don't really seem to capture the individual.
Right.
This is probably the first year that we're starting to see that.
That makes sense. That this is the first year you're seeing it. I've played with it a little bit. And I've said this before on the podcast, if you use it blindly, you're going to produce drivel, very generic and not very meaningful. If you use it either to edit your work, perhaps to generate some ideas, or to help you structure an essay, but the ideas are your own, perhaps it has value, but you're still going to spend a significant amount of time on it.
Well,
So
you
might, or you might as well just write the thing.
I'm one of those folks that believes the magic happens in the editing. I know other people think it happens in the writing, which is the idea generation. I think it's the moment where you come back and say, oh, well, now I see how those pieces should fit together. And so with that in mind, I understand that the tool may be used. We have a statement at the bottom of our application. We haven't changed it. We've had it for a while. It says the work product seen here is mine and mine alone. I think folks should be able to answer that honestly. The work product here is mine and mine alone. Now, if that means that they used a tool to take their ideas and put it on paper, and then they reorganized it to reflect the story that they wanted to tell, and they feel that is theirs, they were the producer of the ideas, they were the producer of the finished product. They used an intermediary tool the same way you might use a spell checker or grammar checker. I'm going to have to just accept that that's the world that we're in today. I don't think there's any magical tool that solves that one yet. Generative AI is probably the best tool to catch generative AI.
Probably.
But I'm going to focus on the content. And as long as the content's strong, I think that's going to be in the candidate's best interest.